Hello, my name is Dr. Sarah Gold, and I'm the Medical Director at Furlong Soundness Center. This is Latte, a 16-year-old mare owned by one of our rehabilitation specialists. And today we'll be going through some basic physio exercises that you can do at home with your horse. These exercises are really good for horses of any ability, at any level of work, at any time in their lives. It's a great way to improve how you interact with your horse, how your horse responds to you. These exercises are a fundamental way to build balance and strength, which are essential for successful competition and reducing the rate of injury once a horse is competing at whatever level they need to be competing at. In order to perform these exercises, you need ample space for both you and your horse. It's important to have an area that's free from distraction and a place where your horse feels comfortable and there's space for you to move out of the way if the need should arise. It may be helpful to have an assistant. This will ensure that the horse remains balanced and the exercises are performed correctly. The first exercise is sternal lift. The handler should stand near the elbow, facing the horse. With the fingers or a comb, apply gentle pressure to the sternum at the level of the girth. The horse will respond by contracting his abdominal muscles, lifting his sternum, and flexing or arching his back at the level of the withers. Each horse will require a different amount of applied pressure. The first time this activity is performed, it is important to stand clear of all kick zones, as some very sensitive horses may kick at their belly in response to the stimulus. This reaction typically disappears as the horse becomes familiar with the activity. The next exercise is Lumbo Sacral Tuck. The handler should stand near the flank, facing the same direction as the horse. Beginning near the point of the croup, place one hand on either side of the spine. Apply gentle pressure. Continue to move caudally or towards the tail until the horse first hollows and then flexes his lumbosacral region. As with the previous exercises, each horse will require a different amount of pressure to achieve the desired stretch. Horses that may require greater pressure to achieve the appropriate amount of reaction can be encouraged by the use of a comb, pen, or blunt hoof pick in each hand to increase stimulation. It is important to watch for a gradual flexion of the lumbosacral region when applying pressure. If the pressure applied is too strong, the horse may flex violently. This motion should be avoided as it is not conducive to proper stretching or core strengthening. Lateral bending exercises. The handler should stand near the shoulder facing away from the horse. Use the bait to encourage the horse to stretch around your body towards the girth. The horse should bend fluidly and evenly through the neck with minimal rotation of the head. Hold the stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. This may be difficult for some horses. Slowly increase the length of each stretch as the horse becomes more familiar with the activity. It's important to make sure that your horse isn't cheating during this exercise. Some horses will try to twist their head or move their hind legs in order to balance to stretch their neck. You must make sure that the horse stands squarely and moves his head smoothly and evenly in order to get the treat. Now let's move on to neck rounding exercises. The handler should stand near the horse's girth, facing the same direction as the horse. Use the bait to encourage the horse to stretch down to the level of the knee or chest for greater flexion of the neck. The horse should bend evenly through its neck and back. The head is level and the back is rounded. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. As the horse progresses, extend the stretch between the knees or down between the fetlocks. Some horses may elevate the heels of their front feet or slightly bend their knees, which may look like a bow. This is normal, however, extreme variations should be discouraged as the stretch then loses efficacy. Our final exercise is an extension exercise, which is really good to stretch through the head and pole. The handler should stand facing the horse. Use the bait to encourage the horse to extend its neck and stretch in an upward direction. Make sure the horse isn't twisting or moving his legs. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. As a final note, please remember that it's quality, not quantity, when performing these stretches. And please check with your veterinarian to make sure that these exercises are appropriate for you and your horse at your horse's appropriate level of work. Do you disagree?